Hi everyone, this is Caroline Speaks, the State of the World on Wednesday, August 31st, 2022. So what is it? Good, better, and different, all three. Okay, now, we can't go it alone. Jackson, Mississippi Mayor Lumumba on water catastrophe in majority black city because it's an infrastructure problem and an infrastructure for the water system has been water treatment plant has been neglected for decades, and it's going to take, they say, about $1 billion to fix it. Who has $1 billion? That's what you get for neglecting problems and instead having culture wars. Okay. Also, cooperation. Jackson's Kali Akudo climate crisis impact worse in black cities facing uh, disinvestment. Disinvestment means that the state they live in doesn't invest in their needs, and the federal government doesn't invest in their needs. Yep. Uh, they don't want to help the people who live there. Okay. Now, what else? Okay. Total terror in Iraq. Muqtada al-Sadr supporters fight rivals in Baghdad amid political deadlock. Okay, because he's a powerful Iraqi cleric, and his followers are following him down to disaster. Uh, he didn't win, but he refuses to step down, so I don't know. And his followers aren't going anywhere, so he has to tell them to, it's over. Okay. Um, because the cleric, he decided he would be quitting politics. So I don't know. That has seen politicians unable. The months of political turmoil in Iraq have seen politicians unable to form a government. His parliamentary elections in October, and the prime minister said Tuesday he would vacate his post if the complicated political situation in the country continues. Are in reality just political parties that came to power in reality just militias who cannot talk politics and understand democracy. You don't understand what it means to step down once you did not win, says Yanar Mohammed, president of the Organization of Women's Freedom in Iraq, who joins us from Baghdad. Too bad. Too bad. Iraq, we made a mess of Iraq, we invested Iraq. Oh, actually, the British created the country of Iraq. They wanted the oil fields, they wanted the coast, they wanted all kinds of things. Also, Freedom Dreams. Historian Robin D.G. Kelly on the 20th anniversary of his book, And Why Movements Matter. Okay. Alright. That's interesting. Okay. 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 On the last day of Black August, as President Biden calls for an assault weapons ban and more funding for police, we speak with UCLA professor Robin D.G. Kelly, who recently published a revised book, expanded 20th century anniversary edition of his book, Freedom Dreams, The Black Radical Imagination. Okay, it's a very interesting interview. I listened to it. Also, now, so, a lot of things happening out there. What are some of the minor headlines? Okay, Biden approves emergency declaration of a water crisis in Jackson, Mississippi. DOJ filing says Trump likely obstructed government probe into top secret documents. And nuclear inspectors head for Russian-occupied Zaporizhzhia power plant, and Ukrainian grain ship arrives in East Africa to ease starvation. That's good. Former Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev dies at 91. He was trying to reform things, and he kept things safe. Okay. Alright, now, world sleepwalking toward the destruction of the planet. UN Secretary General, General Antonio Guterres. The world is sleepwalking to the destruction of the planet. He made a plea for nations to help Pakistan recover from devastating floods, and that have left a third of the country underwater and have killed over 1,100 and displaced 33 million. So, a small, poor country, religious country, is paying the price for the excesses of the West. Okay. Now, 6 million Afghans at risk of famine because we were withholding money that they had, and we managed the country terribly. We're supposed to help them, we didn't, and now they paid the price. We had a terrible withdrawal like we did in Vietnam, so I don't know. South Carolina lawmakers approved near total abortion ban. That's great. Except for rape and incest in the life of the mother. Okay. That's great. Men telling women what to do. U.S. life expectancy plummets for second year in a row. Okay. Police in Columbus, Ohio shoot dead unarmed black man in bed. That's great. He was unarmed, and I guess they had a warrant, serving a warrant, but, I don't know. That's very strange. They had a warrant when they shot him after when they opened the door. Okay. Now, Google employee alleges retaliation for speaking out against providing aid to Israeli artificial intelligence to Israeli military and government. Okay, I agree with the employee. He shouldn't be fired. Okay. Muqtada al-Sadr tells supporters to end protests after violence in Baghdad kills 30. Okay, looks like he's lost control of his flock. Pakistan appeals for international aid as record rainfall brings climate dystopia. Residents of Jackson, Mississippi warned to not drink the water as floodwaters rise. Doomed Greenland ice will add nearly a foot to global sea level rise. UN Ocean Treaty talks aimed at protecting marine wildlife end in failure. So the West doesn't want to give up their power, and their money, and their fossil fuels. Okay, Ukraine begins counteroffensive to retake Russian-occupied Kherson. Biden will ask Congress to approve $1.1 billion weapons sale to Taiwan. Federal judge rejects 9/11 family's bid to seize billions Afghan Central Bank. Okay. Now, Greenland ice will add a foot to global sea level. And we'll have a lot of flooding. We have to protect the earth. The earth is not ours to play with. Alright. Okay, that's a lot of news out there. So, thank you for tuning in this evening of Wednesday, August 31st, 2022 for another Mira Carolyn Speaks State of the World. Hope you join us again tomorrow. Stay safe, take care of yourself and others, wear a mask, practice social distancing. The vaccine is available if you're safe to take it. I would take it. had mine a Johnson & Johnson one shot and I've been looking around for a booster. Anyway, how about one little song? Okay. There's a new world somewhere they call the Promised Land, and I'll be there someday if you'll hold my hand. I just need your love beside me, no matter what I do, for I know I'll never find another you. It's a long, long journey, so stay by my side. When I walk through the storm, you'll be my guide. If they gave me a fortune, my treasure would be small. I would lose it all tomorrow and never mind at all. But if I should lose your love, dear, I don't know what I'd do, for I know I'll never find another you. Okay, that was Another You, written by Tom Springfield of the Springfield Folk Group, which included Sister Dusty Springfield, who went on to become an international singing star. It was recorded by Dusty Springfield and also by the Seekers. Again, thank you for tuning in this evening of Wednesday, August 31st, 2022, for another meeting of Carolyn Speaks State of World. Hope you join us again tomorrow. In the meantime, take care of yourself and others. Wear a mask. Practice social distancing. And remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Thank you. Good night. Stay safe.